everybody, I'm Dusk. Welcome to Realm of the Sacred Roots. I wanted to talk today about demon attacks and sleep paralysis. If you haven't done it already, please like and subscribe. That way you'll get new videos as soon as they're posted. Well, to give you a little background on demon attacks from myself, when I was younger, I would have attacks by demons when I would mostly try to wake up, and sometimes when I'd go to sleep, which I guess science now calls it sleep paralysis. But for me, it was a lot more than what science might describe. I would not be able to move. This is true. And I would see shadows going into my closet. And I would also hear voices and feel a pressure on my chest, something laying on me, and I would feel a body laying on me. I'd feel hands around my throat sometimes, and I would and eventually have to fight these beings or these entities off. To give you a little background, I was raised Christian, so uh, praising and worshiping Jesus Christ is what we did and what we do in the Christian church. So he is who I have known. So when I would fight these entities, I would plead the blood of Jesus against the demons, and the attack would stop. So that is how I fought these things for about a good almost 2 years. And it was interesting that I would get attacked so much. I didn't know. I've always been a spiritual person, but I didn't really understand where and why those threats would come to me. Well, again, the symptoms or the signs were the hearing of voices, seeing the shadows, feeling the pressure on my chest, and just in general, being attacked, hands around my throat, and not being able to move. It's not a good feeling if you've been through. A lot of people have had the experience of what they would call sleep paralysis. For me, they were absolutely demon attacks, especially using my at the time higher power, and still using that as my weapon against these things, and it would work. The attack would actually stop, which tells me right then and there that it's not sleep paralysis. Not only that, don't forget everything has a spiritual hierarchy. No matter what side you may be on, whether it's light or dark, in the spiritual world we have spiritual authority, and there is a hierarchy there. Whoever your higher power is, remember that. Whoever your protectors are, remember that. So that was the first part I wanted to talk about when it came to demon attacks. Secondly, what was interesting is I made a shift from Christianity over to Satanism for a while, and from Satanism to shamanism. Now, what became really fascinating is that the attacks stopped. So there were two theories about the attacks stopping. One, possibly, it is said that I was no longer a threat to the demonic kingdom because I was no longer a Christian. So they had no reason to attack me anymore, right? So that would be the first theory of why I wasn't attacked. And the second theory is my perception changed of these spirits or these entities, because now is in shamanism, I saw spirits and see spirits currently as we're all working to get, when I say together, we're all doing our own thing in the spirit world. Everyone has their own intentions and their own motivations. So I run into a demon, I've worked with demons. You just keep it moving. There is no reason for any type of clash or any type of attack. I didn't see them as a threat to me. So that's kind of my second theory there, theory one or theory two. Those are that's what I was working with. So the attacks ended up stopping. Now, what was interesting is that a family member of mine, I would be warned before they would be attacked by demons. I'd see it in my dreams, or I'd have visions that would come to me prior to them being attacked, and I would end up fighting, in that case, the demon for the family member, before they were attacked. And I would warn them that something was coming, because I had prior knowledge of it happening. And I would fight that entity for them, whether it was in my vision or in my dream state. I would end up seeing the attack and I would be standing in the gap in the middle and fighting the entity for the family member. And which there were no problems there. There wasn't not that much of a fight, I guess I'll say. And this is probably due to a few reasons. One, and I guess these would be my 3 pointers to you if you've gone through any of these attacks. One, remember to use your higher power and use your protectors when you're fighting any type of entity or you're having any type of spiritual attack, whatever your faith is. Ensure to use that. Whatever you believe in, ensure to use that, because that will work. You have to have, though, some type of belief. Some people believe in themselves as their own gods. Hey, whatever your belief may be. So again, using your higher power, whether you consider that yourself as a god or a goddess, and or using your protectors and your guides. Secondly, I recommend ensuring that your vibrations are higher. Then that way your field around you is up and it's strong. My demon attacks used to happen many years ago. I was younger and I also wasn't as strong as I am today. So that also could be another reason why. But for the most part, ensure your vibrations are high. Ensure the field around you is activated, for lack of a better word. Try to keep the negativity out. Obviously, that will bring down some of your defenses, so keep that up. These are just basic techniques for protection, doing the salt baths. You can even use the salt in the shower, smudging yourself, making sure you use the sage or why am I forgetting the name of the smudge stick that I use? The Palo Santo, you can use that as well for cleansing. Ensure you're keeping your spiritual hygiene up. This discourages any type of attack. So those things are important. And also knowing who you are would be my third point. And it may sound mundane or even common sense like, but not all the time. It's not always common sense to everybody, but knowing who you are makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. Who's your higher self, right? Who were you? And who are you today? That makes a big difference on the ground that you stand on when you're exerting or asserting your spiritual authority. So those would be my 3 points for you: using your higher power, using spiritual cleanliness in the things that you do. Ensure you use the basic protection skills that you have, and then also know who you are. That makes a big deal on defending yourself against any type of entities, including demons. So again, I found that they are not a threat. I didn't say that they weren't powerful. I didn't say that they don't have power to do things but I'm saying, as far as a threat, I don't feel a threat from them any longer. My perception has changed, allowing me to at times even work with those entities, and there's no fear there at all. So there's respect, as always, in the spirit world, but no fear. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back with more awesome videos. Thanks again for watching.